Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is Tokupan22, and welcome to the Overwatch beta gameplay. I know that it's been a while since the last time I posted anything on YouTube. For one thing, I have just been straight busy. Thankfully, though, I have a little bit of time, at least up until the 23rd, which is pretty much close to the end of the month. Reason being is because that I start summer courses in school. So that's why I've had such a hard time trying to put out not just gaming vids, but other stuff as well. So I'm hoping that with the amount of time that I have, I can put out some stuff on DeviantArt, give me some time to work on a cosplay project that I've been working on. It's still pretty much considered practice for something else, but all I'm doing is just remodeling my suit that I wore last year, for those of you that have seen it. I'm hoping to have it done in time for Epicon, which of course will be this year, 2-day event, July 23rd and 24th. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to come through with something better than ever. So let's see, there's that. I still want to do Salt and Sanctuary with my brother. We've just had some scheduling problems because between work and school from both of us, we've just really had a hard time trying to get together to actually get back into this thing. The last time we played, I wasn't able to record. However, we did get stronger, get a little further, find out a couple of new things. But you'll see all of that later on. Once we get the time to do it, which will hopefully be this weekend, we will start posting those vids again. I want to put some new stuff out there too as far as any gameplays, especially because I've noticed that lately it's been mostly first-person shooters and the occasional outside of first-person shooters like Disney Infinity, which I'm actually going to get into about that in the next video that I post, and you'll see why. I'm just basically reading off a list of things that I feel I needed to go ahead and address. So, yeah, that's basically what that is. Now, as far as what you're seeing right now, the game that we're playing, of course, is the beta for Overwatch. Of course, this is clips from my experience as of last week because they actually opened up the beta over the weekend. So I didn't have much time to play it, but when I did, I really did enjoy it. Nice little arena type thing that they have going on, and I really enjoyed the diverse characters that were in this game. Now, as you can see right now, I'm inside an arcade. I'm in Japan, a place called Hanamura, and that's of course where the battle arena is taking place. But from what I remember reading in a review for it was Angry Joe, he mentioned how there was like maybe 21 characters in this game, but not all 21 were available, of course, in the beta. And what I'm thinking about is that the arcade seems to hint at what other characters might be involved in this game, because of course you have some games that they have sort of an arcade style to them, like the 2D fighting games that were in there that for some reason other players felt they needed to destroy, like this one guy who looks like he came straight out of Warhammer. I think that he might be a particular character that will be unlocked or will be available later on once the game itself drops at the end of the month. Now, as far as whether or not I plan on getting it and playing it, I'm not sure, because I'm kind of torn between this game and Battleborn. Both games are good as far as first-person shooters and different types of characters that you can use. I'm just not sure which one I want to go with yet, because if I do decide to go with one, I'll probably get the other one later on, because I still want to play both.
What team are you on?
But each character is different as far as how you play as that character. You got some that, of course, are tanks. You got some that are mainly melee, so not everybody is shooting. Some are actually just using are actually just mainly melee. Pretty much like the same situation with Battleborn. And I know that people are comparing that to the other one.
I know.
But
Order the game.
It's I'm sorry, lost track. I lost track. Train of thought. I lost all that. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I know that there's going to be some comparisons between Overwatch and Battleborn, but the way I see it, both games seem pretty good. One might have a little bit more than the other one, but either way, I still think that both of them are going to turn out pretty well. I might do a bit of gameplay for Battleborn if I do get that, because there's like 1 or 2 characters that I know that I really like, and surprisingly enough, they're melee characters. Of course, I'm talking about one of the main ones would be the samurai looking one, who I really think is voiced by the same guy who voices Vegeta in Dragon Ball.
If I can get away from this dude using the
see, I want to make sure that I covered everything else that I want to say. Now, as far as the characters that I use in this game, now as you can see, I'm mostly using Farah, and I gotta tell you, she is one of my favorites. One of the reasons, of course, is because she reminds me so much of Gatchaman. The way she has that helmet going, the fact that she has a bird-themed type armor, and I don't know. I just really like it, that armor, because there's a picture of it that I have on here that you will hopefully see later on in the video, and it is just amazing. The overall artwork on all the characters are great, and it's just amazing. I can't get over how well they did with each and every character. Now, my brother, he has a few that he really likes. Now, we both like Genji, I want to make sure I'm getting the name right. Yeah, Genji is the ninja one, and I like his design. He looks really badass, especially when it comes to that sword that he wields when his meter is at maximum. Then, of course, my brother, who is known for a good amount of sniping, he really likes Hanzo, and he's the one that uses the bow and arrow. And that's another unique thing about this game. Everybody has distinct abilities, and of course they all have strengths and weaknesses. Some might actually play like a generic first-person shooter, like Agent 76, or is it Soldier 76? I keep forgetting his name. You know, like being able to heal yourself, sprinting, all that stuff. Not every character is able to do that. Like for example, the character that I use, Farah. She has a lot more. She has a little bit more firepower, especially when it comes to mostly missiles and concussive blasts that she uses, and she is one that can go airborne. Another character that I like is Diva. That's D.VA, which I'm actually using right now. As you can see, she has her own robot. Can't go wrong with that. And she also has the ability to actually take that robot once her meter's at maximum. She can actually jump out of the robot, and the robot will self-destruct. And you still have the option to actually summon the robot and get back in there again. And she's actually pretty fast with one pistol and reloads really quickly. But when she's in the robot, she doesn't have to worry about reloading. And that's kind of what I was trying to get to when it came to Hanzo. He doesn't have to reload at all. And that's what I mean by everybody has a unique play style. It's just a matter of how you get used to them, how you're able to strategize. And that's another thing that makes the game pretty unique. And only thing though is that when she uses that robot thing, when she does the self-destruct, you gotta be real careful with that, because if you're within range of that blast, not only will it take out everyone else, it'll take you out too. I learned that the hard way in training, so yeah, fair warning. Anyway, another character that my brother really likes would be Reaper. And I can definitely understand why. I've tried him out before. He has this thing where he uses dual shotguns. and he has this sort of phantom type thing going on where he can become intangible for a few seconds. A nice little trick to use whenever you need to get out of a sticky situation. But when you're on the receiving end of that, it's annoying because he can be on the verge of like a love tap towards dying, and you will not be able to touch him at all. So if you have somebody that is really quick on the draw to retaliate after that particular move is done, just be prepared. That's all I can say. One of those situations where you'll get in real close and then next thing you know, boom.
What?
Which is pretty much what you just saw. But, yeah. I was still trying to get used to some of the gameplay. Because one thing that I had kind of forgotten is that I switched characters. So, Hanzo can't exactly fly. I'm sorry, Genji. I keep getting them two mixed up. The names, I mean. But, anyway, moving right along. The game itself, like I said, it's good. It is good. When I first found out that this game was getting ready to drop, I saw all the characters and I was actually hoping that it would be like maybe third person, but it's first person, which after looking back on it, it's fine. And of course, Farah is the one with the wings and holding the helmet. I actually tried really hard to see if I could get what they refer to as play of the game, because I wanted to show my highlights. But I never could get around to it. Even when I was on a roll, there was one time I actually got like a 5. There was a team kill and a 5 kill streak, or whatever they call it. I think I might have a clip of it. But yeah. So of course these are the highlights, but that's after I actually went to my own highlights to see what they had, which compared to everybody else, it really isn't all that much. It's like maybe a 10-15 second clip of the best part of your gameplay, which I can't really say was the best because I still got nailed. Wait, what? I thought that I had one. Now this is exactly what I was talking about right here. I actually went to the menu screen to check out Farah's armor in more detail. You cannot tell me how awesome that looks. Even with some of the different poses and intro type scenarios that she has. And coming up in a few seconds, you're also going to see, there's the infamous Iron Man pose, pretty much. But you're also going to see where there are different skins that you can unlock. And one thing I got to tell you about this game, unlike a lot of the DLC, this one really does make you work for some of these skins. And the further down the list I went, I could tell that these were going to be some hard skins to find, and some of them were amazing. You got the Anubis ones here, and then before that, after that, you also had some that kind of reminded you of a cross between the robots from Evangelion and possibly something out of Gundam. Either way, they had to have been inspired by that, but they were just beautiful. One thing I've noticed about this game is that a lot of the characters do have some form of interactions. Like, they do know each other, and I like that. So I'm hoping that there'll be a bit more of a deeper story. Like, you'll actually hear one character call out to another character, sometimes even by name. There was one line where one character, I can't remember who it was, said that you remind me of your mother, or your mother would be proud of you if she were here right now. But then Farah just says, obviously you never met my mother, or something along those lines. So there is more to this, and I'm hoping that there really is a story. That would be great. But I don't know. I just think that there'd be a lot more to it. There should be a lot more to it. So, that's
restored.
Oh, I'm dead.
Back into the fray. Огонь по готовности!
Oh, I'm down.
Raptora systems online. Defend the objective.
Check in.
Justice reigns from above. Operating at
No!
Look at this team. We're gonna do great.
Put your security in my hands.
Hi there. Hey,
5, 4, 3,
Hello.
2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
This is gonna make you feel better. Here they come.
Systems at max. I know we can do better than that.
The objective is now
Oh, my God.
Second the
Back into
objective.
the fray.
Come on over.
thanks.
I copy.
quadruple kill.
Move back.
Team kill.
Come on. I got a little something special for you. Come on. Oh.
Justice reigns from above.
Triple kill.
They got me from behind.
Raptora systems online.
They got me from behind. Pause.